What's up, guys? Got a really cool knife to review. This is the discontinued Kershaw Speedform 2, model number 3550. And there you can see it on the box. The Kershaw Speedform 2 is a very intriguing and uniquely designed knife. This is the second reiteration of the Speedform lineup that was made to bring this really cool design to the masses as a toned down version of the original Speedform, which was made with higher end materials and produced in a more limited quantity. Due to its popularity from winning Knife of the Year, Kershaw came out with a production version, the Speedform 2, to fulfill that consumer demand. But this knife was more of a sleeper knife, despite it being really cool. Kershaw kept the overall design the same, along with the LMAX steel that it has, which is really cool. It's great. But it does differ slightly in the fact that it's not a composite blade like the original, and it has G10 handle scales instead of the titanium frame lock setup as the one. Plus, it's a liner lock knife. The pocket clip is also a lot more simpler, but that's okay. Even though this version is toned down, Kershaw didn't really cut any corners here, because they still produced a really excellent quality knife, even with the cheaper materials used. And it's really great to see that they kept the LMAX steel, since it's premium quality and it keeps the consistency in the Speedform lineup. And then the G10 itself is 3D machined, and you can see how it's got like this ridge in the middle, and then it slopes downwards on both sides. So that's really cool, the way they machined it. I like how they still put that effort and time into making the Speedform 2 a well-constructed knife, like the predecessor. And then these liners are nice and thick, which gives that lockup superb strength, and it makes the overall build of the knife sturdy, despite it being a gentleman's looking folder. And what's great is that even though they made these thick liners, they took the time to skeletonize them to take that weight out. So that's a really nice touch, and it's really nice to see them do that, since they went that extra mile and didn't cut any corners to save on cost. But the trade-off is that for this being thick is that the tension is a little strong, so it does kind of hurt the finger a little having to push it. And since it's new, I've been getting a little bit of lock stick, but I did put Sharpie and graphite on it to help it, and it's gone away a lot. But it does need a break-in, so that'll take a little bit of time. We'll do some quick comparisons so you can see where this knife fits. It is a medium to largish size knife, and here it is against the Kershaw Breakout, which to me is very similarly designed. There you can see the handle is quite the same design, except the Speedform is a lot more streamlined, but they're very close in their design. And here it is against the Benchmade Griptilian, the Tonto full size, and lastly against the Kershaw Leak. So there you can see the Speedform comes in at a nice size for EDC, and we'll do some quick specs so you can get an idea of where this fits. So the overall length of the knife comes in at 7.375 inches. The blade length is 3 1/4, and the blade's thickness comes in at 0.12 inches. The handle's length is 4 1/8 of an inch, and the handle's thickness is at 0.59 inches. So a little thick, but it's really nice because it fills out the hand very well. And again, that handle material is 3D Machine G10 with the thick stainless steel liners. As far as the weight goes, it comes in at 3.2 ounces, which is perfect. It's at that ounce per inch rule. And the blade steel is L-Max, as you can see on the blade, which is really great. I like how they kept the L-Max steel for the Speedform 2. And I believe this is the only time Kershaw has ever used L-Max for its base production steel. They only use it for like limited runs or sprint runs, but they've never actually chosen L-Max as its primary steel. So I thought that was really cool. And the Rockwell harness on the L-Max is 60 to 62, so it's quite hard. The blade has a really nice clip point style to it, which I like. I like how that clip comes halfway up the blade and then it's got that really nice swedge. So it just looks really sharp. It's got a really nice strong point tip to it. And then it's still pretty thick at the tip. So definitely strong for penetrating. The blade is a plain edge style and it's got a very, very subtle hollow grind to it. The finish is a satin finish, and I like how it almost looks two-toned because of the way the grind lines are. These come down while these are horizontal, so it almost gives it a two-tone look to it. And like I mentioned, this is a liner lock knife, and it's got dual thumb studs that have these conical, like step-like design to it. So it is angled to give the thumb perfect purchase to open the knife easily. And I usually like to just flick the knife out. Comes out really fast. The knife also has a backspacer on it, and as far as carry goes, it comes in tip down and tip up, right side only. But on this knife, I'm gonna leave it tip down since it'll look better in the pocket. If I have it tip up, it's gonna stick up quite a bit. And when it comes to thumb stud use knives, I prefer tip down, so that when I pull it out the pocket, I can quickly engage it. So I think that's preferable. As far as the edge bevel goes, the grind is nice and symmetrical and even on both sides. And like I mentioned, it does get a little bit of lock stick, but that just needs to be worked out. And as far as lockup goes, it's very solid, absolutely no play, side to side, up or down. And the centering on the knife is alright. It's not perfect, but this is so narrow, it's kind of hard to get it to get perfect. I can probably tighten it a little bit to make it better, but I had to play with it a little bit. So I would say it's about 57-43. So it's not too bad. But I'll try to even it out a little more. But this blade is definitely wicked cool in its profile. I think it really works well here, and it complements the handle design. That thin, sharp point of the knife just gives it that really slim and sleek, streamlined look. The Speedform is true to its name due to its aerodynamic design, which gives the knife that speedy look to it. And what seals the deal for me even more is the fact that the Speedform has a fast manual action, and it isn't a speed safe knife or speed safe assisted like a lot of Kershaw knives are. So that's really great to see. The Speedform 2 is very easy to engage with those dual thumb studs. So that just comes out really nicely, really fast. And it's just effortlessly. As far as ergonomics go, this knife is really excellent in the hand. It's pretty much almost the same as the Kershaw Breakout due to having essentially the same handle design. But the Speedform 2 is even better, I would say. The handle is a little bit, thicker, and it fills the hand out a lot better, more properly for a really comfortable and perfectly secure grip. The G10 is really nice in the hand, the way it feels. It's got a nice smooth texture to it, but even then it's really grippy. And then all these corners are rounded, chamfered, so that makes it feel better in the hand. No sharp corners or area to it. The handle has a very minimalistic design that makes the knife, in my opinion, look cooler. It has a more of a function over look to it, but I still think it looks great. And that minimalistic design, it contributes to the aerodynamic look, and it feels just really nice in the hand, like I said. And then with this deep finger groove here, the index is able to really get in there comfortably as it tucks in securely, and it really adds to that secure grip. And then the top of the handle also has that curved downward slope to really allow the Speedform 2 to sit perfectly nested in the fold of my palm. So everything just feels right and tight, very comfortable. So once you grip the handle, the knife just feels so natural, and it just feels like it's ready to go to work. The only thing I would have to say or complain about the handle is, since it does kind of slender or get slender here, and this is a little bit more pushed back than I would like it, it almost feels like my hand kind of wants to slide down a little bit. If this was pushed up a little more higher, like the breakout, I think that would be better. Because sometimes I kind of want to grip it like this, just so I'm choked up a bit more for a better grip, which I can do since it does have that flat area here. I can just stick the index here and get that really choked up grip. But this is still nice. I just think maybe a quarter of an inch at least would make it a lot better. But it is still really comfortable, and it fills the palm out nicely, so I can't complain too much. That's just nitpicking. But overall, it's really nice to see Kershaw put this much effort into one of their knives and still offer it in LMAX steel while keeping the price at right under $100. When these originally came out, they came price wise at about $90 to $100, and I think that's just simply incredible. You're getting a USA made high quality knife with premium steel and great fit and finish with a fantastic design, all for $100. Like, that's just crazy good. And I bought this new. This is old stock, but it was still new, and I bought it at the original price that they were selling for, instead of having a markup twice as high like most discontinued knives are these days. So that was really nice to find. The Speedform 2 is a knife I've been looking for quite a while, but I'm actually looking for the Speedform 1. But I still appreciate the effort that Kershaw put into this one. I think it's a winner, even though, like I said, it was more of a sleeper knife. So I'm still, I'm still really happy with it, and I'm happy I was finally able to acquire one for myself. But of course, I'm still looking for the first original Speedform. That's one of my 3 Kershaw grill knives, along with the tilt and the Volt model number 3600. But I think for now this one is, it's gonna do. It'll hold me off for now until I can find the Speedform 1. It's still an awesome knife that fits perfectly in my discontinued collection, so I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's a great knife, and I'm happy with that LMAX steel. But just need to work out the lock stick a bit, and I think it'll be perfect. But yeah, that's all I got for today. So please like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos. And have a good one, guys. Later.